Again, part of this man's makeup, that his third dart, that's twice we've seen it, that when he's really needed to finish, when he really had the pressure on him, he's managed to perform the necessary deed, and it keeps the lead here 3-2.
Well, Sid's point is being borne out one way. Wade bopped his average up to 101. It's the best average we've seen in the league consistently after 6 legs at the moment. Remember, Jenkins was 130 last week. Blinding leg here! Oh, exquisite! What about that?
Yes, and just looking at those 3 darts grouped in the treble, there was probably room for another 6 darts in that treble. And just to remind any of our viewers who don't know, that treble's about the size of a filter tip on a cigarette.
Wow, what a pulverizing leg by the reigning match play and World Grand Prix champion on an 11-darter to parity.
He's really showing his muscles with the throw. Just technically at this level he would have preferred to turn in a powerhouse leg against the throw, but you won't argue with this. An 11-dart finish, will he?
Tops he gets! So brilliant 11-dart leg by James Wade. Now an 105 average. Could give it torrid time later to John Pott as they rocket at the Rico. Fair's hardly the word. Super abundant, delicious television sport.
Game on!
It's the way one Gobby Geordie would put it. The champion could well regret some slack work around the 60 soon. James Wade coming in,
57.
looking red hot. Had by far the heavier score in 66 ton putters coming into Pott's 50. And looking really crisp on the trebles, Dave. Well, thinking about Aiden, thinking about Wade, a 9-darter.
Yeah, remember, he did 3 last year. Look at that average, 107. And, Wade really showing all his talent here now. Another 3 darts in the treble 20, which sadly is now out of reach, but it's been a storming start from Wade. And remember,
84.
he's throwing against the darts here, and we both agree, Sid, I think, that the first break could be critical here. And there's the difference in the finishings.
60% check guard is ace, especially when you're backing it up with a 106 average.
83.
Well, last week in leg 2, Terry Jenks against Taylor had 130 average. And he's by far the crisper on
59.
these trebles. Before that shot anyway, Tim.
Yeah, he was unlucky there in a way because each dart was right on the wire. But he's outside the finishing bracket now, and Pott, the initiative just swinging back in the direction. I don't know. No, it hasn't, you know, not with that 42. And still Wade in pole position here to win against the darts.
And he will go top of the league by a point if he wins this one.
100.
Barney's sitting there at the moment. Barney plays last. And Barney's not nailed on to beat Terry Jenkins. Jenkins, who after 3 legs last week was averaging 110.
I seem to recollect
102.
Jenkins beat Barnabas
James requires 70.
last year. Now 78 for Wade. Oh, that's not a good first start. 18, and he has let John Pott back in here, you know, Sid.
38. John requires 79.
Might be 13s here, Sid. Sorry.
Options here. 20 and tops for the world champion. Got to watch that barrel. Got to watch the flight. Oh, over allow. Bad shot.
James, you require 40.
And this would be for a break. That is the marker. That is the shot. James Wade has broken Pott's throw. And will he kick on now, Sid?
Well, he's 24. Drives around an older shot in a Beamer the size of a battle tank. And I think he's going to be world champ within the next 2 years, if not quicker. Wade.
Well, he certainly has brought some fairly heavy artillery to bear against John Part.
100.
Still averaging over 100, Wade.
Slack visit here. Part has
41.
had better averages than that. Had 94 with Glasgow, 92 with Plymouth.
Placard there saying Sir Sid Waddell for Prime Minister. Sid in the House of Commons. We're going to represent Sid. Dartmouth.
And then presumably a lot of Geordie Banks would have wanted us on the board after I'd done my Prime Ministership. Think not, Dave. Sustaining 100 average, Wade.
97.
Well, once again, there's a very much a feel-good factor here everywhere we go. Darts has this terrific party spirit.
When I grow up,
60.
I don't think me and Dave Lannon will ever grow up. Keeps you young. The Tungsten Trail. Got to get a treble here, and he'll be first at the double arrow. Lovely done by Wade.
Yes, he couldn't avoid ending on a bogey though, Sid, but John Part going to have to work hard to leave himself on a finish on 281.
Interesting stat as well to add to the mix we're throwing out here.
43.
27 ton pluses last week, Wade, and that draw will Lewis. Finding the red bid. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
123.
This is this man's great talent. He is so methodical. Technically, he is so sound. And he knows his shots and he picks them off with precision and clinical expertise.
It's like watching El Lobo, John Lowe,
137.
Kirk at 1984, Dave.
Change required photo.
Single. 2 10s now.
30.
Just pulled.
John, you require 100.
Just when we were talking about his precision, he does that. The Michael Fish syndrome. John Part in with a chance at 101 here. Needs treble 19 here for double 12. You know what he wants, to save the leg.
Just pulled.
89.
Shouldn't have this chance.
Change you require 10.
Way to go ahead. 5.
Game shot.
Oh, brother. Shows how tense he was.